So I got a couple new figures. It's a two-pack from Bandai, and so I will show it right here. This is the instructions, and we have GX-12R. This is Solo Chogokin, Venus A, and GX-114, which is Janus. And so, given that it's an R, GX-12R, that means it's a re-release. So this is one I've definitely wanted. This is the third two-pack of female figures. Venus A was from Great Mazinger. In Mazinger Z, we had Aphrodite A, piloted by Sayaka Yumi, and eventually, near the end, it was changed to Diana A when Aphrodite A was destroyed. And Venus A is piloted by Jun Hano. So I got this one from Kappa Hobby, and I keep raving about Kappa Hobby because Kappa Hobby, I like the prices. Their shipping is super fast. And so far, all of my figures have been coming at normal price. Now, unfortunately, I have a feeling that we're going to have some problems going forward. I have, of the 10 figures that I have on pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, 9 of them have disclaimer on there that the prices I pre-ordered them at are unlikely to be the prices that are going to be shown or given when the figure becomes available because of the tariffs. I have heard 145% with China. I think I've heard lately that it's now more like 245%. And so Big Bad Toy Store sent out an email saying, it really apologizing. Really, I feel terrible for them, but they are given the option when the figure becomes available and the new price of just canceling it. I am not going to pay double and triple the cost for a figure. So hopefully they'll allow me to just put it on hold until hopefully these tariffs are removed. But that's a problem. Anyway, let's get back to Venus A. So this is, like I said, it's a remake. All of these female figures have a very similar design, and it is, given that it's 12R, that means this is quite an old figure, and you can see all of the screws in here, which is they do not show those in the newer figures, and the joints show evidence of an older design, but I like it. I think that it works very well, given the fact that these are like probably 10, 12 years old or more, the design, but I think it looks really nice. The colors are very cool. Oops. These are really hair trigger. So right here on the back is where you can launch her breast missiles. I know that the Opie or something like that missiles. So this piece here will swing up, and then you can attach the wings. And I don't think it's the greatest because you kind of have to you peg it in here. Well, I guess maybe it does work. You just have to, and then you can snap it shut. Okay, so I guess it works as long as you don't care that this I'm not keeping it in camera. This piece doesn't really come down all the way. So that's kind of the way it works. Let's take that off. Unfortunately, I don't think you can have the wings on with her on the stand. And I've been using the stand for the female figures because the female figures are a bit more top heavy because of the slender legs on them. And also they have smaller feet. So I do worry about them toppling over. So I have been using the stand, and the stand there's a little pole that goes up here, and then you put this around the waist. So I don't see how you could have both the wings on and this holding it. So I think it's one or the other, and I choose to use the stand for the female figures so they don't topple over. So we'll put her breast missile back in. Really, really neat figure. This is a couple $100 for the two pack, so about $100 per figure. Lots and lots of die cast in this. These older figures had a ton of die cast. I think like just about everything in here. The missiles are not, the head is not die cast, but I think all the joints, and the joints are, you know, a lot of metal joints can be stiff, but these are just kind of like balls inside of here. So they have a lot of range. They're very simple, but effective. So one wonders why they got away from these kind of simple designs, but all the exterior is die cast, as far as I could tell. It's a weighty figure, despite the fact that it's fairly small, 6-inch, about 6-inch, maybe 7-inch figure. It's got some good weight to it. These antennae up here are definitely something that could break, so be careful with them. They do have replacement on there, so they might be expecting that a certain amount of people will be breaking these. So this is not intended for children. And her vehicle here would always fly into the headpiece, so that is a separate piece. I can't really see. Is she in there? I don't see June in there, but it will attach right inside her headpiece. So as far as I know, Bandai did a 50th anniversary Mazinger Z where they were releasing and in many cases re-releasing the various figures, the robots from Mazinger Z, and then kind of did a bit of a Great Mazinger 50th anniversary, and I think it's long since over with. I have not seen anything implying that there's more coming up, so I think that we are getting the end here. I do have the Great General of Darkness. Unfortunately, it's not a solo Chogokin figure, and it's not in scale, so it's kind of weird. It's too large for these other figures, but I'm going to be showing Janice in another video, and so yeah, I really like this figure. I think it's quite good. We do have a larger breast missile, and this is the piece that would go in that's supposed to represent that the missile's already been shot off, so you can attach that in there. So that is Venus A, and it does say 50th anniversary on here. It's part of the 50th anniversary celebration for Great Mazinger.